What an epic Monday. I had one goal yesterday, one goal and one goal only, and that was to limit out on Mahi. And the limit in Florida is 10 Mahi per person on the boat, and well, I ended up getting pretty close to that. You guys are gonna see the footage here in a second, but let's talk about what went down. So first off, got out to about 800, 900 feet of water off of Fort Lauderdale, and the plan was to head south. I'll head straight out, go out to about 1,000 feet, 900 feet of water, depending on, if I'm looking for Mahi, that's what I'm doing. I'm heading straight out, and then I'm heading south, depending on where the weed lines are, depending on where the color change is, if there's a big rip, depending on those things. 900, 800, 1,000 feet is kind of where I feel like I catch most of the bigger fish, or the fish that I'm looking for. So the game plan, head south. Went down to Miami, didn't see much going on. It was flat calm. There was a couple charter boats that were cruising around, trolling as well. No real action, didn't see any birds, didn't see any debris. So then at that point, after about 2 hours of looking for fish, I started heading back north. When you're looking for Mahi, it just takes time. It's a thing of time, patience, covering ground. You're trying to cover as much ground as possible, looking for debris, looking for birds. And got back up to the Fort Lauderdale area in about 900 to 1,000 feet of water, and I ended up seeing a little rip. And there really wasn't a lot of weeds. There was maybe a couple pieces of trash, nothing too crazy. It was just a basic rip out there in the middle of the ocean, and I thought, well, this is probably the best thing that I've seen all day. So I ended up putting out a couple lures. I put out a jet head lure, and I put out a weighted feather as well, try to get something a little bit deeper, see if that would pull the fish up to the top. Sometimes I feel like when it's really hot out and the ocean's super flat, the fish end up going a little bit deeper. I don't know, it might just be me, who knows. After trolling for about 5 minutes, ended up hooking up on the jet head and reeling that fish to the boat. Saw that there was probably another 10, 20, 30 fish with it, a cow from the school. The school then followed the boat. Was able to keep the school near the boat for a while, and you guys can see all the action here and check it out.
And number two, oh my, there's probably 20 Mahi right here. We're gonna get one in the boat, so we make sure we have dinner. Got two hooked up right now. They're going crazy. There we go. About to get eaten, about to get eaten, there we go! He's hooked, in the boat. There we go. Good size Mahi right here. Good size. Number 5, just 8. I want to get a hook on this.
It was pretty funny because I had my light inshore rod and reel set up with a rubber worm on it, and I thought it'd be cool to see if I could catch a Mahi on a rubber worm. And well, they had no problem. I threw the rubber worm in and instantly got hit. I think I caught 2 Mahi on the rubber worm. I might actually use that in the future because it works really well, because the worm's pretty long. It's like a worm that I would use for like a snooker, for like tarpon fishing, maybe off the beach, and there's a weighted jig head, and you can throw it pretty far. You can cast it, you can really get it out there to the bigger Mahi. And what's nice about it is the worm, I feel like, is so long that a lot of times that, or at least yesterday when I saw the Mahi, they didn't really swallow the whole worm. They would just kind of try to bite it, and they would get that hook, and the hook would grab them perfectly right there in the corner of their mouth, so you could easily just get the hook out, and it was game on. So I caught 2 Mahi, ended up breaking that rod because that rod was just bending so much, with this little Mahi fighting on it, and it was pretty epic.
Yes! This is so epic right now. Look at the bend on this. Oh! Oh! There we go. In the boat, boys. Now we'll go on the line, bro. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Now stay out of it. 5, 6. Oh my, come on. 7. Woo! There we go.
At the end of the day, being able to go out, leave your house in the morning, go out, catch fish, have a target, have a plan, being able to go out and target a certain species like the mahi. Obviously right now it's mahi season. When the ocean's flat calm, I'm going for mahi. When the ocean's windy, when it's bumpy, I'm going for sailfish and kingfish and things like that. But when the ocean presents that opportunity where it's just flat and it's beautiful out, it's time to go looking for mahi. And especially as we get closer to wintertime and fall, I think we'll try to see bigger mahi. I feel like last year I was catching some really big mahi in November, where most of the summer I haven't really caught a lot of mahi because most of the schools that I've seen plenty of schools with hundreds of fish with only 20-inch mahi in that school. So I'm normally looking for bigger fish. I don't want to have to measure every fish that I catch. I'm looking for fish that I'm like, yeah, that's definitely legal, that's legal, that's legal. So that's what I'm looking for, bigger mahi. And I'm hoping that as we kind of get out of this summer, out of the fall, or going like into wintertime, there might be some big mahi left out there like it was last year. Like I said, caught some of the biggest mahi last year around like November time. So I'm hoping that that kind of continues, because it does seem that the mahi kind of came later this year, where like now everyone's really catching a lot of mahi, bigger mahi, but earlier this summer it was really slow. So we'll see what happens. But epic day, getting out there and killing it and killing a few fish. So overall, great day, can't complain. Like I said, going out, targeting a species, going out and getting that species. I could have limited out, I could have got 10 fish, but I ended up running out of bait. And it's hard when I really just wasn't set up. I didn't have all the fishing poles with me. I kind of just went last minute and was like, I'll just go get some mahi real quick and then come back in. So filleted the mahi up, ended up giving a bunch of the mahi away to my friends and neighbors and things like that. They always love when I come home with fresh fish. So epic day, epic Monday. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that subscribe button. We're going to the moon, baby. New stuff coming real soon. I got some new camera gear. We're gonna be out fishing a ton this fall, this winter. It'll be sailfish season soon. And we got some other big stuff coming as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. I will talk to you guys later on.